Well, hello, friends. For option number one, we have a very beautiful spread here, although it might seem a little bit scary just by the glance of this dark card. But actually, this is it's always that comes up, it's very intriguing because it's just a blank card and it says no thingness, and it's in numerology, it's the number 5. This card really tells us that in order to flow, really have to embrace this space of just emptiness, because in the emptiness is where we find the potential, and simultaneously we find nothing, but nothing is absolute, according to Buddha. So yes, it's kind of ironic, but pretty much flowing is able to, and I don't want to overuse the word embrace, because in this like spiritual realm and spiritual community, more like it's really like, oh, embrace it, and just like it's if it's something easy to do, but it's not. I think it's more, we're always trying to find an easy way to get away from the darkness, or this like shallow places that we don't want to be in it, because we want to feel good. But just like the trees, the roots are just like, you can't see them. They're deep inside of the earth, and they need to be there in order to grow. And that's what it's holding it, and the rest needs light. And we're just like that, the Pachamama medicine, nature medicine, saying like, we need to be in, first of all, you need to really learn to be okay. Learn. So that might taking some multiple disciplinary actions, or finding ways that you can embrace this emptiness, or this darkness, and with that, because the nothingness comes possibilities, and possibilities of just like able to see, like detach yourself and able to see from a bigger picture, just like the eagle like soar, and have more freedom to really not be in control of your emotions, like not be in control of like wanting to always like just get rid of this darkness. It's just like you're gonna be learning to soar high and just see the beauty that this empty space provide you when you were there, taking it moment by moment, meaning really slowing down, maybe doing some Tai Chi, like talking about disciplinary practices, maybe doing some martial arts, or grounding yourself with earth, it just comes up, the rock medicine, and being able, learning how to be still in the middle of just like this waves that life brings to us, but these waves are not, they're beautiful, they're colorful, and they bring all this liveness to our life, to our spirit. We need it. With the Her Crafter's Tarot is talking about 7 of water, 7 of cups, in the Rider's Waite, 7 of cups, and representing by the birch, and the birch is talking, what the birch is telling us is well, first of all, Seven of Cups is really about having, sometimes you might feel like you have all this options, or you might have mental confusions, because you want to do so many things, and when you find yourself like you wanting all to do so many things or have so many options, we feel stuck, right? And we get into this despair of just like bring us back to the shadow. But then again, it's necessary, because it's like it might be like an ongoing kind of like, oh, confusion then brings me to this despair, and until you learn to master it, you'll be able to like just go by it moment by moment. With practice, you'll be able to flow more with ease. And going back to the birch, it's talking about imagining the possibilities. Choose one option out of many. Open your heart to wisdom from the soul. So toast a fresh start. Make a decision. What do you want to focus your energy? Who is that person? What is that job? What activity? What practice are you gonna do, and able to like have that freedom and flow? This is a flowing card. Look at that water, the waves, the air, the fire. This is kind of like 5 elements flowing. So it's beautiful. And what the birch medicine is telling us is, in the folklore, it's a symbol and a myth of nourishing your intuition. So the birch grows multiple stems from like one trunk, and the water is extracted from the trees, from the tree roots, the body of toxins, so it takes the toxins away. So when you hear a call to explore the depths, you may have several paths to pursue that, right? And look for the common root. We talk about root, like the roots, how it's important. The root in your many desires, and clear out unhealthy illusions. You can use a tarot to consider the path you will take next, and tap into the wisdom deep within your heart to divine message. Your soul will give you the direction. So make clean choice and toast your decisions, okay? So it's asking you to really connect with intuition, use some tools, use some spiritual disciplines, do something, just choose one and stick to it. You can also like grab your heart's grab like a fallen bark from a tree and write your heart's desire on the back of it, and set it down to the river. It's kind of like magic, ritual, or medicinal, using Pachamama's energy. Or you can use birch water to detoxify and cleanse both of your health and you saying your magical practice. Or invite new forms of divination to your practice. So there might be some like folks here that like to work with tarot, or some like magical rituals. So use what you have, use your tools. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy it, and if you want to dive deeper into your area of concern or growth, please consider going to my webpage or contact me. Hello, option 2. Welcome to another reading of how can I let go? How can I flow better? Or what is blocking me, So option 2, I just want to show you here where we at. Beautiful day of fall. So we have a dreamer here. guess you're very creative. Like what I'm receiving is very creative. Like sometimes it's hard for you to just be in one task with this totality card. Learning how to focus on one thing. You need to, and really the transition between one thing to another, it's important, not just like do it abruptly or just like impulsive, you know. Allowing yourself to get off your comfort zone, okay, to able to like understand more like the flow of what you're trying to do, whether like work, like maybe what comes up is like something to do in the professional environment or even in a relationship, a connection, how to, you know, like be able to like create a good transition from one thing, whether you're discussing about some important matters or switching tasks. It's important also to let go with grace, and not just stuck yourself in like how's this gonna happen, when is it gonna happen, or just like sit there, because it feels like there's some energy that gets stuck when you're in that place of just like, like you can have like many ideas on how to do that, but just like the action part of it is kind of like, okay, you know, so I feel like tapping into your fire energy in order to be focused in one thing. Also, like it's talking to me about focusing in one task and stick to it and be present with it, because when you're present with that task, you're able to be in like total state of presence, you know, and not your mind just wandering around like the streamer. You're just like, oh. So learning how to just like be in that total presence of your activity so that energy can flow more easily, and able to like get out yourself from that discomfort, you know, like from that comfort place. Kind of like these are similar in a way, because he's just sitting there and she's sitting there, they're just like, oh, well, yeah, you might be someone who has who's financially stable, or has like, or very content with what they have right now, but they know that you know that you have to make some change because you're feeling stuck. There's this sensation of like, yeah, I have kind of like everything, or I feel like I need a change, but you get stuck in your mind. So that might be causing also some inner tension with your spirit. Now, going with this beautiful Hierophant or the cacao medicine, what it's telling us is about a revelation is coming through. So seek the truth and the spiritual teachings. So maybe you want to do something that connects you more with your divinity, with your intuition, with your spirit, feeling more connected. Maybe a practice that it's going to keep you in the present moment. It's going to like make you feel like in total present moment. It's the cacao also, the Hierophant also talks about the most potent wisdom emerge from the heart. So the cacao is telling you that the secret of the sacred are available to all, and just learn them, teach them. Drink pure cacao is an ancient practice that leads to greater perceptive awareness by opening the heart. So when you want to do like a cacao ceremony or attend a cacao ceremony, or like feed your spirit with some, like indulge yourself with some really like rich dark chocolate, you know, just try to avoid the commercial chocolate, because most of it is the cacao strip of its beneficial properties, and it could have harmful ingredients. So we're trying to connect with the purity of your spirit. And there's this really beautiful benefit about the cacao that opens the capillaries and increase blood flow. So in order to flow more at ease, right? So we're talking about flow. And this will also, like, just even maybe you don't have access to cacao, or you don't like chocolate or something like that, maybe you can just like visualize it, the energy of the cacao, meditate with it, and to help you, increase that flow in your physical body and in your spirit. Might be also talking about some circulation problems. Maybe you have to get that energy moving physically in order to get a little bit tired, and then you can sit down with your task and just focus and be present. Sounds like it feels like something must be revealed slowly. So as too much cacao also can cause the pulse to quicken. Learning too much too fast can overwhelm. So it's warning, alerting you about that, because plant medicines also have its, you can say, dark side, right? Or the negative part of it if you eat it with excess. So have patience with the pace of divine. Remain devoted to mystery, yet have respect for ceremonies. So yeah, enjoy a true chocolate. Find an ethical source, a whole cacao bean, and this will help you enhance your perceptive abilities by learning about heart intelligence. Also at the heartmath.com, that you can go there, and since we mentioned using a spiritual teaching, and if you're kind of like more of the rational kind of mind, you can go to heartmath.org, and they teach you about like the connection between mind and heart, and how we can fusion the divine feminine and the masculine, in order to be more in harmony and balance with our spirit. So this is what I have for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. If you want to dive deeper into an area of concern or anything else, please contact me. All right, have a good night.